A very warm welcome. Myself, Professor Vikrant Palaksha, and today I am going to discuss about the types of errors. So let's begin. First of all, what is the meaning of error that we have to understand? So, the term error refers to an unintentional misstatement in the financial statements, including omission. Means error is the unintentional misstatement that happens in the books of accounts while writing the books of accounts. So whenever there is error occurs in the books of accounts, it is an unintentional. There is no motive, there is no purpose behind the error that happens unintentionally in the books of accounts. Therefore, it is called as an error. So now we have to move further and we have to discuss about what is the types of errors. So there are the various types of errors. So first of all, the first major type of error, it is clerical error. So the errors which happens while writing the books of accounts by the accountant or by the clerk, those kind of errors are called as the clerical errors. So these errors are general sense of errors happening while writing the books of accounts from accountant or from the clerk. So under the clerical error, there is a first subtype. It is error of omission. Error of omission happens when the transaction is fully or partly not recorded in the books of account. Means when the transaction is missing fully or partly, at that time the error occurs. That kind of error is called as the error of omission. Under the error of omission, again there is a subtype number 1, that is the partial omission. Means the transaction is partly recorded in the books of accounts. Means what? Whenever we are recording the transaction in the books of accounts, we are following the double entry system. Means one effect is to the debit side and another effect is to the credit side. So when one effect is recorded and another effect is not recorded in the books of accounts, that kind of omission is called as the partial omission. Under the error of omission, the second subtype is complete omission. Means both the effect, that is debit as well as credit effect, not recorded in the books of accounts at that time, that is called as the complete omission. So in this way, it is the error of omission. Means when the transaction is partially or completely missing from the books of accounts, not recorded in the books of accounts, that is called as the error of omission. Then under the clerical error, there is a second subtype, and that is what? Error of commission. Error of commission happens when the transaction is recorded in the incorrect book of account. Means the effect of the transaction that is not shown in a proper books of accounts, recorded in the incorrect book of account, that kind of error is called as the error of commission. Okay, understood? So in this way, under the clerical error, there are two subtypes. One is the error of omission and another one is the error of commission. And under the error of omission, again there are two subtypes. One is the partial omission, another one is the complete omission. Okay, so it is the first major type of the error. Then second type, that is the error of principle. So whenever we are recording the transaction in the books of accounts, at that time we are following fundamental principles of account as well as the generally accepted accounting principles. All the books of accounts are maintained with the help of these rules. But when these rules are not followed while maintaining the books of accounts, and if any kind of error occurs, at that time that error is called as the error of principle. So error of principle arises due to the not following the generally accepted accounting principle as well as the fundamentals of accounting principle. Therefore, such kind of error are called as errors of principle, which is the second major type of the error. Now the next one, compensating error. So the meaning of the compensating error, when the commission of the error offsets another error. Commission means what? When the effect is shown in the incorrect book of account, and due to that incorrect effect, another kind of error is generated. At that time, that kind of error is called as the compensating error. Means when one error causes the another error, that kind of errors are called as the compensating errors. Understood? Now the next and fourth subtype of the error, it is called as the errors of duplication. When a transaction is recorded twice in the books of original entry and hence is posted twice in the ledger accounts, at that time the error occurred. That kind of error is called as the error of duplication. Means when there is a two effect of the transaction is twicely recorded in the original entry book, and from that it twicely posted in the ledger accounts. At that time, the errors created, those kind of errors are called as the errors of duplication. So in this way, these are the various types of errors. There are total four major types. Number one is the clerical errors. Number two is the errors of principle. Number three is the compensating errors. And number four, that is the errors of duplication. And under the clerical errors, there are two subtypes. One is the error of omission and second one is the error of commission. And under the error of omission, again there are two subtypes. One is the partial omission and another one is the complete omission. So in this way, these are the various types of errors. I hope all you have understood what is the errors as well as what are the types of errors.